Welcome to
The Science Show!
So, I decided to test how conductive acids are versus bases. Firstly, I got a battery and some wires and tried to connect it to a light, but that didn't work. So, I got a bigger battery and some wires that are actually meant to conduct electricity and connected that to a light, but that didn't work. So, I got two bigger batteries and connected them to a light. That worked, but it didn't conduct through water. So, I added some salt and mixed it up a bit, and that didn't turn on the light either. However, it did fizz up on the end of one wire when the circuit was complete because it began to cause hydrolysis. So electricity was going through the water and splitting it up into hydrogen and oxygen, just not enough to turn on the light. I decided I'd test the conductivity this way, by observing how much hydrolysis happened. I tested basic salt water, bleach, and all-purpose cleaner, and acidic vegetable oil, Dr. Thunder, and soy sauce. In guessing which would do better, I looked at fruit and thought, well, they're pretty acidic, and they can be used as batteries. Why wouldn't they be really conductive? If pH has any connection, then acidic stuff is probably going to be more conductive. I tested out the water both as a base and a sort of marker by which to compare the others. It didn't turn on the light, of course, but it created lots of hydrolysis and eventually turned it a sort of greenish color. The multi-purpose cleaner, on the other hand, never changed color and caused very little hydrolysis. It had a pH of around 2 or 3 more than water did, and was pretty much a dud. The bleach I used actually seemed to become more clear in color and did cause hydrolysis. The problem though was that because it was more of a gel than a liquid, the fizz and bubbles produced just kind of stayed in place like a lightsaber in slow motion, so it was pretty difficult to measure. Next up, I tested the acids. The vegetable oil turned slightly more greenish than before and only caused any sort of hydrolysis when I added salt. It was pretty much a dud too. The Dr. Thunder I used was a bit stronger than the vegetable oil and the cleaner, but still didn't react too much. Lastly was the soy sauce. I just kind of grabbed it at random because I remember testing it as an acid a few weeks ago, but next to the water this caused the absolute most hydrolysis. Additionally, the light actually turned on. So what to conclude? The acidic soy sauce did seem to do the best job, but next to that was the more basic water. After that they were all in a sort of mismatched order, and if pH has any effect on conductivity, it doesn't seem like it's very significant. On the bright side, this totally means that I can go swimming in a thunderstorm and be completely alright, just as long as I don't happen to be swimming in soy sauce.